Hey everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Today we're going to do another episode of the Setlist Snubs series. In this series, we're going to talk about a handful of songs from different bands that don't get played live very much. However, I'm going to offer some reasons why I feel like those underrated songs from a band actually deserve to get played live at concerts more often than they actually do. If there's a specific band you guys want me to talk about in a future episode of this series, please let me know in the comments section down below. I'll check your feedback. Today we're going to talk about the glorious Led Zeppelin. One of a kind. Before we do that though, I want to give you guys a quick recap of some reasons why all bands choose not to play certain songs live at concerts. The first reason is that casual fans are usually only obsessed with a few hits that they've heard on the radio. In other words, the band's most popular songs, so they expect those songs to appear on the set list when they go to concerts. For Led Zeppelin, songs like Stairway to Heaven, Whole Lotta Love, Heartbreaker, Immigrant Song, etc. Those are songs that the casual fans absolutely want to hear. They demand those songs from the performers. So another reason is that fans and even fellow band members pressure the band to play certain big hits live because it will keep the fans happy. That's the biggest reason why they do that. They want the fans to leave the concert with a positive experience. They want them to have a good time. If they enjoy themselves at the concert, they're more likely to come back to a show later on in the tour, which means more money. The music business is all about money. So the next reason is that more heavily criticized albums from the band's arsenal, albums that don't receive as much praise, like Enter the Outdoor, the reality is there's going to be less of a chance of hearing songs off those albums performed live because the fans won't be as accepting of those songs, probably won't be as familiar with those songs, so the band goes out of their way to avoid them. So the next reason is that sometimes, on occasion, a band becomes tired of a song. They despise a song, so they intentionally choose not to perform that song live, which can easily happen if you played a song over and over for years or even decades. It starts to wear on your nerves. So the final reason is that the amount of casual fans, unfortunately, outnumbers the amount of hardcore fans when it comes to any band. So the casual fan's voice will carry more weight compared to hardcore fans. So the band will cater to their needs, play the songs the casual fans want to hear. So now that we've gone over that, let's jump into some Led Zeppelin stats, which I found on this amazing website called Setlist.fm. I'll put a link to it in the description. So Setlist.fm basically an encyclopedia of bands. You can type in any band and it'll give you all kinds of information about their tours, their songs, their albums, whatever you want to know about the band. You can probably find it on this website. So when I put in Led Zeppelin's name, it came up with all kinds of results. They've been touring from 1968 to 1980. They abruptly stopped touring in 1980. Led Zeppelin fans will know the reason. Their gifted drummer, John Bonham, passed away from an alcohol overdose. So, can't blame the band for stopping. They promised they would never play again as Led Zeppelin. So they disbanded shortly after John Bonham passed away. So, according to Setlist.fm, the most played live song from Led Zeppelin happens to be Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused was performed by the band approximately 424 times over the course of their musical career. To put that in perspective, if you listen to Dazed and Confused 424 times in a row without any breaks, non-stop, all day, it would take you almost 2 days to finish. So now let's go through my list of underrated songs I picked out from Led Zeppelin's catalog. I tried to pick a variety of songs. I didn't want to pick all the songs off the same album. I wanted to give every album a chance, so I'm going to go over 5 underrated songs with you, songs you might not have even heard before, songs you didn't know existed. So I arranged them in descending order based on how many times they've been played live. Most played song at the top, then the most ignored song at the bottom. I'll put a link in the description also to all these songs that we're going to talk about in case you want to listen to them. If you're curious to hear what they actually sound like, be my guest. So we're going to kick things off with Achilles' Last Stand. Achilles' Last Stand seems to be an underground fan favorite based on what I've seen. This song comes off the Presence album. This song was performed live by Led Zeppelin 57 times. Not nearly enough. This song has absolutely stellar lyrics. Almost feels like, and you could say this about nearly every Led Zeppelin song, seems like the vocals, the guitar, the bass, the drums, everything are just at war with each other, doing battle against each other, trying to outdo each other. Seems more like a competition than a song. Like they're trying to determine who's the best. However, there's no clear winner here. I can't decide. So this is a song that could probably rival In My Time of Dying, honestly, if you ask me. A song that you just strap yourself in and go along for the ride. Just hold on and let the song take you away. Zeppelin was in a league of their own. They were far above other bands from the same era. I think a statement to their popularity is that their songs still get played constantly today. Led Zeppelin might even be more popular today than they were back in the day. Even 40 years after they stopped performing altogether, Led Zeppelin still frequently makes headlines, turns heads when you play their music. This song further confirms that. So, next up, I picked the song 10 Years Gone from the Physical Graffiti album. 10 Years Gone has been played live 45 times, not quite as many. This song basically switches between this serene type of riff from Jimmy Page, then goes straight into what I would consider a no-holds-barred type of riff. Might be the best way to describe it. Jimmy Page truly delivers what you expect from him. Further cements his place as one of the all-time greats. Up there with the best of the best. He mastered his craft. He basically took the reins of this song. That's not easy when you're competing against Robert Plant. Had a bit of a rivalry going on there. Jimmy Page outshined Robert Plant here. So this song will be sure to amaze if you're a Zeppelin fan. Next up, we've got the song Tangerine off Led Zeppelin 3. This song has been performed live even less, 42 times. This song is interesting. Hard to describe. It doesn't sound like hardly anything Led Zeppelin has ever done. Kind of an anomaly in their world. Led Zeppelin with a twist. The unexpected side of Led Zeppelin. A side they don't show very much. Only comes out occasionally. So this song comes across as a lot more casual, more acoustic driven, softer compared to other tunes. It's still pretty appealing though, even from a Led Zeppelin standpoint, due to the sheer uniqueness of the song. There's nothing else quite like this in the Zeppelin catalog. Reminds me of the song That's the Way. If you're familiar with that song, those songs seem to mirror each other. It's a song that, for me at least, makes you want to close your eyes, just absorb the lyrics, take in the melody, let it transport you away from reality, allows you to leave behind your fears and take you to a happy place, a place where you feel comfortable, where you feel happy, a place where nothing can hurt you. Just a peaceful type of song. So if you're a Zeppelin fan, you'll probably like this song. Again, due to how different it is. Led Zeppelin experimenting a little bit. So, when life gives you lemons, you write a song. That's what Led Zeppelin did. We got the Lemon Song. The Lemon Song can be found on Led Zeppelin 2. This song has been played live just 7 times. Yet another mesmerizing track. Song that will take your breath away every time you hear it. Gives you some Hendrix-esque type of riffs. Very heavy. Goes back to the heavy version of Led Zeppelin we all know and love. Still retains the familiar topic for the lyrics, talking about the effect of losing someone that you were close to, about regret over losing them, how it negatively impacted your life afterward. So this song still seems like distinct Led Zeppelin. You're not going to mistake this song from any other band. It still retains that familiarity. It's, again, shocking how easily Led Zeppelin was able to pull you in, ensnare your senses, bewitch the mind. Even at this point, early on in their career, only a few years after they formed, Led Zeppelin showed they were completely capable of mesmerizing listeners with their instruments. You can already sense the unity between the band members. They complement each other well. It's part of the reason why they became so successful. Each band member knew their place, yet when they worked together, it just became even more impressive. So that's the Lemon Song. Finally, this song comes off of Led Zeppelin 4. There's a fierce debate among Zeppelin fans. A debate even more intense than Team Edward versus Team Jacob. Led Zeppelin 2 versus Led Zeppelin 4. Which one do you prefer? For me, I lean slightly toward Led Zeppelin 2. I can't deny that Led Zeppelin 4 is a phenomenal album, though. Both have their place in history. Both will go down as masterpieces. So the song, the final underrated song, would be 4 Sticks. 4 Sticks only got played live a single time, once. So this song, kind of like Tangerine, stands out in a different sort of way. Robert Plant's voice got moved up an octave or two in this song. It sounds quite different versus other Led Zeppelin songs. You might be baffled the first time you hear it. You might dismiss this immediately, think, that's not Zeppelin. Well, this is a controversial song. Some fans love it, some fans hate it. I personally don't mind it. Obviously, I picked it, so I like it. 4 Sticks. Robert Plant's voice goes higher than a hippie in a hot air balloon. So, Jimmy Page also gives us a funky type of riff, song that will make you want to tap your foot. John Bonham actually wrote this song. He wrote the lyrics to Four Sticks. The reason why he came up with the name Four Sticks, he held 2 sticks in each hand. 2 plus 2 is 4, last time I checked. Which further goes to show what a versatile drummer he was. He could do so much with so little. So this song pushed every member of Led Zeppelin to their maximum potential. Even though it was a challenge, they all rose to the occasion. They gave us another fabulous song with Four Sticks. The synthesizers, which Led Zeppelin dabbled in now and then, was another welcome addition. It brought some intensity to the song, made you stop and pay attention to what they were doing. So that's the final underrated song, Four Sticks. So that's all I have for you guys. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Until then, rock on.